Hey guys, today I thought I would do a review of the new Rayne Vandal. Um, I thought that there needs to be another review out there because as of right now, there's not really much out there on it, and I thought that you should deserve to know what you're buying before you spend $170 on a deck. So, the new Rayne Vandal is coming in at 35 and a half inches long, 10 inches wide at the widest point. It's got three wheelbase options: 25 and 3/4, 26 and a half, and 27 and a quarter. I have mine currently set at 25 and a quarter. I'm just kind of getting started in downhill, so I got to get stability down first before I move that in and get a little bit more risky. Um, it's got the vertically laminated bamboo core, which means that they use bamboo in the construction, which makes it super light, which is awesome for when you're going down a huge hill and then climbing back up. It means that your arms aren't going to be sore from whole day's riding. So as you can see, it's pretty thin. Um, it's got this nice scratch resistant artwork. The way that Rayne puts it is that it's tattooed into the deck, so it's not going to get scratched if you drop down a curb or something, or scratch it up, or curb it in general. It's pretty stiff for as thin as it is. I'm 6'1", about 185, and I can jump up and down, and it doesn't move at all, which is awesome for doing downhill. It's got these nice 3D wheel wells, which create a natural gas pedal in the back, um, giving you a spot, so you know where your feet are at. It's an easy little area to kind of wedge your foot into and kick it out for when you're trying to do those toe sides. It's got a really nice deep concave that really holds you in there. My feet are about size 12, so I kind of have trouble with toes and heels hanging off. Not that it's really a big problem for me, because that's usually how I like to ride anyways, but it's nice to know that when I'm going downhill, that most of my foot is covered on the board. The wheelbase options are nice. I kind of played around with it when I first got it. I had it at 26 and a half. It's makes a huge difference. I haven't really had a board that gives me wheelbase options, so I was finding that I'd fling the board out from under me and do a lot of kind of wacky things that I wasn't trying to do. But that just comes with time, I suppose. But I guess the thing that I was most pleased with is just that it's such a small board, coming in at only 35 and a half inches. And from my other boards that I've had, being a Apex 37, a Tantien, and a double kick Penguin, I feel like I have a lot more space to put my feet. And since it is a top mount, you are able to place your feet right on top of the trucks, which makes it that much more stable for when you're doing downhill. My current setup right now, I'm running Cali 50s. I got 94A Riptide Chubbies board side, and 88A Barrel Riptides roadside. Love the bushings. Riptide, phenomenal company, great customer service. I could talk all day about them. But wheels, running orange O-Tank stems, Bone Super Reds. I'm going to be upgrading to a set of Cannibals here soon. Heard nothing but great things, so I'm excited to get that going. Speed-wise, I've probably taken it to maybe 35. I'm from Michigan, so we don't have a whole lot of crazy steep hills. It's kind of a flat area, so I ride what I can find, I suppose. But it feels good doing that. Full tucks feel amazing. It's all about these 3D wheel wells, and you can see that other companies are really hopping on this bandwagon. I know Bomb Squad's got a new board coming out, the Pocket Ace, that's got 3D wheel wells. That was the other one I was looking at, but ended up going with this mostly because Bomb Squad doesn't release that board yet. So, um, but yeah, they're phenomenal stepping stone, I guess you could call it, in this industry, and it really makes a huge difference. Um, the graphics suite, it's kind of this little Grim Reaper guy. It's got Rayne, as you can see on the front of that, in front of the boat, with the owl chilling up top. Um, Construction's pretty good as far as I can tell. I usually baby my stuff for a while, so I haven't curbed it or anything yet, but as far as I can tell, it seems pretty solid. So I don't want to get too far into that because obviously I'm not really sure. Uh, Overall, though, it's just great board, phenomenal. It's a little bit pricey. That was the only thing that kind of set me back a little bit. I ended up selling my Apex just so I could afford this one. So it only ended up costing me a little bit right out of pocket, but um, overall, great purchase. I would recommend it to anyone starting to get into downhill. It holds you in really well. It's got a nice foot platform. 3D wheel wells are nice. The graphics sick. I would recommend Cali's for downhill setup. Mine are 50s. I feel perfectly comfortable doing 35 on that. If you want to upgrade to 44s, I've heard good things about that too. Just a little bit more restrictive for my style of riding. Overall, though, great board. Give it a purchase. Give it a try if you know anyone that rides it. I would recommend it. I'll be riding it until it breaks. It's not going to be something that I'm going to resell because I just love it too much. If you have any questions, feel free to message me and I'll answer them any way I know how. Other than that, skate hard, skate safe.